Hello, everybody. It is early morning. Come on in over here, so. Come on in over here, so. Come on in, people, over here, so, Femina, please. Me beg you no, come there, make we have a little thing. Make we have a little chat. Come, people, come. Hello, anybody there? I know it early, but we woke up for this. Anybody there? Jesus, blessed Savior, meek and mad. The morning just done. I'm mad. Me, I'm mad out, you know. Me just say, uno come say good morning for me now. This can't read. Somebody be a beg, no. Is this real? Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, and good afternoon, everybody, anybody. What is it that we just saw? For those who saw that, Jamaica just ran fifth. Me need to digest this. Me cannot. My head chip. Hi, Auntie John, my darling. Sandra, my bright and bushy tail. A big so till a blue. Oh, you see me look? At this, me not sleep, huh? Listen, me not sleep, you know. Because me up for the 1:30 start time. Me up for the 1:30 start time, people. Me up for this. Till me all watch the pre-show. Till me all watch the pre-show what TVJ have. Me say me all watch the pre-show. Where them a come with them little AI story. Give on a props for that, but me I tell you, what was this? Why Dimish get start that relay there? From the relay start, Dimish they back. From the relay start, Dimish they back. Now 3 persons on this team haven't run the circuit. 3 persons on this team haven't run since trials. So them leg well comfortable. Oh, them slick and miserable, so. No, man. You can tell me, say, you use Natalia Gould for run a 800 meter. We qualify for a pet event for run a 800 meter, right? You use Natalia Gould, pandemics relay, but you couldn't use somebody, one of them strong people there. For the flat relay, we have a Genevieve Russell. Her does not come for now. Me just a throw out, sir. Cause me no know what Arning got up on that ankle leg there. Me no know what Arning got. Me dissect it from the beginning. First leg. Xavier, fix your camera, please. First leg did nothing. Wanna see why I call him slow boat to China? Why we put slow boat to China on the first leg? First of all, the mixed 4x4 relay can only take 1 change. Is it that, Maurice, is it that you are thinking? Is it that you are thinking of changing Dimishgay with Rashid McDonald for the finals? I want to know. Because it's 1 change, the mixed 4x4 can take 1 change. The normal relays can take all 4 change out. Now you use Dimishgay, slow boat to China, and me know me have to be careful in doing this. But guys, I'm not bashing the athletes. I'm not. But there was no effort for me just now. There was no effort for me just now in that relay. No effort for me. The first leg was atrocious.
This is not a coach's problem. This is an athlete problem. Start of a championship and you can't run your better time. You know,
They're not hearing it clearly.
As a start of a championship, you're supposed to be fresh. This I wouldn't blame the coach. I wouldn't blame Maurice because you tactically put in.
No, Maurice is not. When we say Maurice, we're not talking about Maurice as the coach, Dimish Gay coach.
No, I
Maurice
mean,
is the person who puts the relay together.
No, that's what I'm talking about, the relay pool. Because if you're going to change
Give
somebody,
me some volume or something, fix you something. I'm not hearing you. I'm straining to hear you. Go again.
if you're going to take out one person, and I think it would be the Natar goal coming out, expecting Demish Gay and Malik to run a 45 all the time. A flat 45 all the time.
Listen to me. The forward put together, rubbish. All the people that is slated to run the normal 4x4, who has their pet event, their flat race to run, is there. 400 are not come yet.
Too much fronting in Jamaica something. Because you care alternative for all of your 4 flats and your hurdles. And all of those are better runners than the 4 you put in a while ago.
That's what I'm saying. You have Cheyenne Salmon, you have Genevieve Russell. This is 2 females now.
You have Rashawn Clark.
Rashawn Clark. You have Antonio Watson. You have Rashid McDonald. Rashid is Budapest name. You have Rashid McDonald. Right? There is so many persons that you could use.
You carry, and this is what it is. We complain that we never have money. We shouldn't carry nobody for 4x4 mixed relay. Because one, we carry an alternative for a 4x. The alternatives is our relay pool. The alternative for the 4 flats and the 4 hurdles. They are good enough to go in a mixed relay. And if you're going to change out anybody, you can take somebody out of your flat 4 or your 4x4 relay. If you really want a medal, you should have picked your strong team and people double up. Because Sherika triple. 4x400 meter athletes now need to decide that mixed relays in the spectrum, they need to start saying they want 3 medal. Jamaica need to understand that 3 medal is on the table for 400 meter persons to be great now. Normally it would be the sprinters that saying they can get 3 medal because they might do the 1, 2 and the relays. Now you have the mixed relay, the 4 hurdles and the 4 flat. You can do it. Genevieve Russell could have run. It's enough time to recover.
Think about just run. Okay, let me firstly answer this question. First, based on how Bruce was talking, seems Rashid could have run. Okay, so how Bruce was talking this morning, Bruce said what I said earlier, that Rashid could have run. However, bear in mind that they only can change one person to the mixed relay. And I had a problem and a concern with you only can change one person to the mixed relay. Then how would Rashid McDonald run? Then why didn't you run Rashid McDonald? Under that circumstances, though, I always say if you are going to run Rashid McDonald on a relay, so one run Rashid McDonald have in our body. So if you're going to run him on the mixed relay now, it's one time. And I would want to have thought that they are thinking that one time would be the finals. However, in my viewpoint, they would now wanting to be changing out maybe Natoya Gould, but bringing in who as the female, I was not looking there, right? I was looking on the fact of why we never run Rashid McDonald.
Listen, Jamaica at least just don't know the freaking assignments. Sorry. And the coaches don't know the assignment team. We are under the misconception that we have depth in a certain thing. If we don't have depth, we just not freaking depth. If we don't, if we
your words.
Sorry, if we need to run with strong team for qualify, we just need to run with strong team for qualify. Stop behave like we have depth and we not have
Everybody
the
else
depth.
is running them strong team. Damre pull out because Coffee is not running.
Yeah,
And
so
he's not there. And
Jamaica is on
Damre
the
pull out.
concept of that we have depth. We can run a second string team and qualify.
I'm gonna
We have
use
not been qualifying with our second
I'm gonna
string
use
team.
the fact of the matter that Netherlands run Fenkeball, who is running hurdles. So don't tell me that you couldn't run Jenny Russell as a pick. I'm just giving an example.
It was back down,
Fenkeball and her are the same thing.
and this is what I'm coming back to, Taya. It boils back down to the micromanage, not the macro, but at Jamaica level. It boils back down to the micromanage of these athletes going into championship that represent Jamaica. Coaches has too much say when athletes goes into Jamaican camp. Coach is not supposed to tell athletes, say, don't do this when the coach asks if you do this.
I'm not even talk right this. I just want to stick to the fact that we didn't qualify for this because I feel like
but those are the
we don't
contributing
understand.
factors.
We don't take the mix 4x4 to be. We don't take the mix 4x4 to be a medal contending thing. I feel like that's what it is. Stacey and Williams, who did not run our trials, but they're in Hungary. If I will say this, I can understand why they chose to bring her for the mix. She is actually I think the fastest Jamaican this season, right? So the person Faith, she's actually the fastest. I think she's actually the fastest Jamaican this season. Why you would choose? She didn't run a bad leg because a dead last. She get the button there from Malik.
Malik is young.
She tried her best to make up rounds. I realized it wouldn't have been made up. But to come from 8th to 5th, I'm going to give it to her.
I
so
think
Stacey leg wasn't a bad leg. We missed it out from the first leg. Malik James King, this is the first time. I mean, I've always said it. And Sheldon, I think, will more likely agree with me. Running in champs, being a junior, coming to the senior plate requires a great mental strength to do this. This is a swim and die situation. And then
him have the heart like a donkey, man. If them the carry
exactly.
If them the carry Francis, I could understand that. Even Francis not run for the whole season. Give him the Jamaican color and turn in a Superman.
Sheldon said we are not using strategy in relays. We are not. Sheldon said word to the wise. SLF has no place in the women's
Sheldon, you jumped the gun too early in the morning. We just wake up. That the we are next week.
Sheldon, I hope if what I'm foreseeing, I hope what I'm foreseeing will happen. And what I'm foreseeing is I'm hoping that, I don't know, but I'm hoping that the Tokyo Olympic team is a team that runs the finals. That's just my hope. I know my hope is going to bring concern because persons are going to say why I'm hoping for that team to run.
You're being politically correct. If Elaine is in Budapest, Elaine need to run the final.
No, not if. Elaine is in Budapest.
Yeah, Elaine is in Budapest. There's no question. Elaine is 90% where 85% where she's supposed to be, listening to her speak. There's no way you're gonna have Elaine. There only 3 girls have a certain pick over Elaine because you need a Brianna to start. And a Shelly and
that's why I said that. That's why I said the Tokyo Olympic team.
Yeah, so I now put whoever in them crazy mind with a pick, especially Forbes or what's her name over Elaine in a final.
Every country except Jamaica did a full-fledged full write out. When I say full-fledged full write out, I mean put out a good team.
A 45-second team, a 50-second female, and a 45 male. Jamaica, them each case disappointing. You can't.
But who's a one in the mixed relays yearly? Yes, she has been
every year
since we have it. However, Jamaica just never care about the mixed relays.
Paulina does it for Damerp.
Jamaica never care
it.
about the mixed relays, in my viewpoint. That's a one medal Ghana for Italy. You know, so why me they tell you, say me never really want.
All right, so I'm Ghana 22.
Why me say me never really want to do that count medal story here?
All things remaining constant. All things remaining constant, Toya. They're supposed to qualify for that finals. No reason. We never drop the button. We never trip over. We're supposed
Natoya goal. I said this the other night, and I've said Natoya me a begging to go big goat. And you not ask me about rabbit. Natoya, again. Figure your way.
Fronting. People are look money.
No.
No matter about the mixed relay. A fronting that.
Natoya run on the mixed relay before, you know.
I know. She's a good 400-meter runner. I'm not taking that away from her.
Remember Natoya clip a 400-meter specialist out of Bongo.
Yeah, so I'm not taking that away from her. Weak link, Demish Gay and Malik Spitman.
James King.
Too young and too old.
We had too much options to choose from. Come I feel like if you did even scrap out Malik and put all a Roshan, I feel like me da get a better leg. Feel like if you did scrap out Dimish and give me the next other boy name, me da get a better leg. There's so much people that they could have used. If you don't want to use Antonio Watson, you could have used Sean Bailey. There's so much people for just even for qualify. We just needed to get to the final. We needed somebody on the third leg to make a difference. We needed somebody on the third leg. First and second was rubbish. We needed somebody on the third leg though. Natoya being pushed, I don't know how that changed the price. Jahil Hyde talking Sheldon for true. Y'all have Powell, Javon Powell. And these are men I'm talking about now. I'm not even touch the woman them side.
I try to find the splits because I think Demish Gay run 50. So slow him look.
Slow boat to China need to figure him life way out because it's not working. It not work. You can't run all your life the same way and it not heed no benefits. Try something else now. You do something the same way over and over every time.
All right, E2 Jamaica.
Me can't. I knew we weren't gonna win. No, hello.
All right, so the Malik round 45.88. Demish Gay as slow as him look. He wasn't far off because he hand off the button first. He run 44.49. 44.36. So he was the fastest handing off the button.
No, not the handing off button. So Dimish run what?
44.49.
Natoya run what?
Natoya goal 53.23. That's the problem. Malik 44.08. That are the fastest.
And Stacey run what?
52.32. So it's actually the Natoya, based on analysis of this race, Natoya goal could have done better. No, Malik Spitman run 45.88, not 44, 45.88.
Wake up now.
Demish Gay 44.49. Natoya goal 53.23. Third leg 45.88. Too slow. That's way off par. And the final leg, 50-45. That's a good run.
Based on what she got to do.
She's the fastest.
We said the
fastest final leg.
We said Stacey and time. Stacey and did split. Coming from last to fifth was not bad.
Yeah, it's the fastest split. So Natalia and Smith band in the middle needed to fix.
Somebody said one thing we know when we start bad, it always go bad.
He never start bad. He was a good 44-36 is good. 44-49. He ended off the band in third.
The good thing, there was so many other options.
You need a 50 flat runner. You need a 50 flat runner.
No, we only have 150 flat runner. She ran it. That was chosen. Stacey is the fastest Jamaican. She ran it.
Yeah, I mean not 50 flat, but maybe 51. 51 would be good.
But as me say, she ran it.
You see what the US team did?
Why we never tried Joanne? Why we never even tried Joanne? Joanne was there for that purpose. So what would that go do? There's so many choices.
And we are called a spade a spade. Natalia shouldn't need the team.
No. We had too many options.
You can't carry people for specialist relay teams, specialist relay runners. You call them snipers. You carry them for run your relay, because them all give you a good leg. And you know, allow them to run. And you know one person you got change. So you actually carry them go to Budapest to do nothing at all.
Oh, what? Me more than shame. Me no know. Me no know. The morning just darling. Them have Cherokee Young. Rhonda Amanda White. There was too much.
Natalia go run the slowest leg. Look like she never sleep last night. Slowest split. On the leg.
It just. I don't know where we're going to stand, what we are gonna do, what we go from here, because anytime we start, then we now we not budge no way. Anytime we start, then we not budge no way. Shelly need to go talk to Natalia now. And that me can say. Team captain Dr. Shelly and Fraser Price. You need to talk to Natalia.
To say what?
She still have to build her spirit. She have 800 the petty event for run.
You know that go already.
Big up Sheldon. All right. My morning. All right. Me get my. Whoa, Mr. Campbell.
Big up my medalist.
Mr. Campbell, thank you so much. Congratulations to Rajunja, Mr. Campbell. I'll call you first name, Papi. Don't bite my tongue. Thank you so much. At least me wake up for a little reason. Boy, Auntie John, I don't know. We always do them something when it comes to mix 4x4 Auntie John. We always do it. Rajunja for your first world championship. And people have them eye on you. Congratulations. Thank you so much for what you have done. Thank you for wearing the black, green, and gold proudly. You know, because I mean, early in the morning, sorry TVJ not even show you. You show. You know, so we could have get to see it and feel it go good. Me not know. But big up to you though. Thank you so much. At least some of we never sleep. can feel like we get something. Yes, this is short put.
Yeah.
This is our first. I would have to check
Our first shot put.
if it's our
Finalist?
first shot put final. I would have to check, Sheldon.
Nothing so.
That is something to check. Hi, Nia Shay. Thank you. I can't wake up so early in morning time for them something there. Then he said, no, it's not our first shot
It's not
put
the first
final.
shot, no.
But I mean, for him being at the World Championship for the first time for him and getting into the finals, I mean, showing the show when we're qualifying to the finals is a good goal. Crowser just come in a circle this morning. When I saw Crowser, I'm just coming in a circle. Spin. Not even one full spin Crowser do. And sure, Crowser just gone a lead with him first throw. Think they did the same thing. First throw, Bram. And Goody just start, put on him bag and ready to go. Him can go and go sit down and go and relax. And leave the people them for deal with it. What and a J3T for sleep, Yeah, and a J3T for sleep still. I people them on the time because them time are very deva 1:30. And then for them evening session starts when people there work. We don't know how we're gonna do this. Whenever the woman them are run the finals, the 100-meter finals Sunday and the man them run Monday. All right. So I comment into my phone. Coach says every year we make the same mistake by using our fifth string athletes. I think someone said it against the best from other countries. 44-53, as even said 45-50. We can't, I don't know. It just.
If you have to run 51, not I go if you run 51.
No, but persons in that race was running 52. Natalia run
53.
23. So if Natalia running 53-23 on this 400 meter, she go run 2:53-23 and feel like them two they can give her something on the 800. You see where the question come there now? Nisha, if you can give, I'm gonna say something, right? Nisha said Jamaica can lodge or Jamaica did lodge the protest. Possible obstruction on the second leg. Who them are gonna leak out? Or them just are gonna give Jamaica. If them accept it, Nisha, it would now then mean that a 9 lanes we are gonna run. Because who them are gonna leak out? And that has to be something that can be solidly proven that if she wasn't hit and obstructed, it would have put her in a better place for us to medal.
We would have medal. We would have gotten a better split.
So you're saying that it would put us in a better place?
Yeah, because then she'd have run 51. Based on everything else what everybody do.
Me don't know if she run 51. Me don't know if Natalia would have run 51.
If she run 52, would have still come down, the time would have come down.
Number one, we shouldn't have to reach to the place to be lodging a complaint in order to get in. We should have a clear cut for get 1, 2, or 3. Okay, fine. We never say we are going to get first. But we couldn't even come third. We shouldn't have to be, what's that word? Scuffling now to get onto or into the final. I don't think it is solid enough to put us into the final. That's just my thing. I mean, I think it's solid enough to say, yo, yeah. Based on that, this is something Natoya does on a regular basis when you're running an 800 meter. You must know how to maneuver these things. Hassan drop.
But the commentator said it. She said Natural Goal used to the 800, so she's
Thank
able to
you.
get out the crowd.
You're
She should be able,
supposed to know how to get out and get around.
So even though it's a bungle, she's used to it. And
Natoya
the
don't do
commentator
them
said
something
it.
well.
If it's a I'm gonna be fair. If it's an obstruction, it's an obstruction.
But we shouldn't have to get into. We shouldn't have to be.
We shouldn't get there. But any team will get the chance to do it. I'm gonna take it.
Who do we put out?
We not put out nobody. 9-lane track.
Okay, Auntie John, be safe. It's too much. We shouldn't have to get there. I don't think that's where we want to go.
The games are like that.
Yeah, that is one of the reasons you have an 800 meter runner on that leg. She's supposed to know how to get out of them shambles.
And if she not get out and something really happen.
Yeah, if something really happened that you can say, yes, that is worthwhile. One little push, come on.
Well, for everybody, and this is my case, for everybody to run sub 53 and you run almost 54, you can, and your fastest time this year is a 52, and you go and say, yo, coach, because I was obstructed. It's a case. Because everybody else's time was better than yours, far better than yours. So the obstruction actually did something.
Well, if she get pushed and it affect her, so who says so? Shem, if she get pushed and it affect her, so what she gonna do when she not furious? So that is why I'm saying Capo, Dr. Shirley and Fraser Price, if you go talk to her, because if it affect her in this now, you have to go deal with the mental state. Me move and go one little further. Lennox Graham, if you are listening, please talk to Natoya Gould. Because if running this mix 4x4 and she got pushed and it affected her, as Shem is suggesting, I'm not saying it may not have because it's me. Right? Then we're going to need to deal with this now so that she don't bring this over into the 800, into her pet event. And because our fastest time is like 51 this year or so in the 400 meters, would be one of the reasons why they chose to put her again and use her. But running 800 meters, bungle up, touch up, push, shove happens. And you find a way to get out of it.
You can recover in your 800, you can recover in a 400.
Hold on them. Me just get one message. Me open that get good properly on the phone and I can see. It is going to be one season because it's the first time we're running the mix 4x4. Can we not do them something like that on a regular basis? We not do them. We not even run relays. Jamaica not run relay. We don't know yet if they won the protest.
So Rajendra is in 6. If him show 21.
I should have to come to you, so. Travis, you're gone far. Travis? You and me are going to hold our breath to see how that one plays out. How do we find other Zayvon, I think you brought up this the other night about the club coaches.
You're not gonna get away from it. It's business. One of the criteria I think J3 should come up with is that our best coaches are our best coaches are coaches of our best athletes. Don't take them as head coaches. Take them as you carry them as something else. They can't make decisions. They are not supposed to be making final decisions on races. So you'd bring a coach that is qualified. So you carry them as analysis or what you call them? What's that word? I'm searching for the word. It's too early. You bring them as there's still a space on the team for them, but they are not the final say. So you bring a series of coach. They are not the head coaches.
But most of these coaches now, though, coaches clubs.
No, you.
Unless we're going to be bringing high school coaches to
Yeah,
do this.
that's fine. That's fine. You can bring these people because they are qualified, not experienced, but they're qualified coaches. I'm not saying to carry somebody that is not qualified. They are qualified just as.
So surely that I'll get some water.
So what you call them? It's not analysis.
If Shelly I get what Topper I put on socks for go train. Or the elite club are go and stretch them legs. I'm just saying. I'm still upset.
We find too much nepotism in our coaching when it goes to the senior level and championships.
If we bring high school coaches for the senior team, I don't know how.
Look at it this way. And you don't say
two different claffish then.
No, can we use football as an example? You don't see a national. No, but we're talking about coaches. You don't see a national coach coaching a Premier League side. So your national coach, you need to hire a national coach then, and their job is.
It's not in.
No, I know. You hire a national coach, and then you bring a team with the national coach.
I don't really want to touch that coach thing here because that coach. 1 second. I'm saying I don't want to touch that coach thing here because
that is the best. No, Shellan said no. Maurice is not coaching any best, but his athletes keep making these relay team. The fifth person on the team keep making these relay team. Shellan, his cohort of athletes keep making these relay teams, and they are not the best. That's my challenge.
I kind of want to stay away this morning from the coach topic here because there is something brewing currently with this coach topic.
I'm gonna put it out there. My solution to Jamaican J3 is that we hire a full-time coach.
It's not a coach,
no,
Xavier.
No,
it's not just one.
We need to change our mentality because we're gonna always run into the problem.
But it's not one coach.
I know.
Are you still need to hire a coach for the relays?
No, listen, let me finish, Natalia. You hire a full-time coach which is responsible for your championships. But then when you're going to championships, you can make up a pool of coaches that assist him. He's getting assistants. So he is the final word. He works for J3A. So it's not when championship come, you call for make team. Just like how everybody else have a full-time coach. Everybody else have a full-time coach. You don't wait until championships to have coaches come
No.
together. Why not? Why not?
That person that you're going to seek to hire then would be somebody that is multifaceted, because you're saying to me that person going to have to be a person that is right across the board. It can't be a person that only do sprints.
No, your full, and I'm using an next.
We're talking about the full-time coach.
No,
that you're referring to.
listen. You don't be naive about. Don't be. I won't call that. Don't put on blinkers. No.
I'm not putting on blinkers. I'm just saying it.
No, don't put on blinkers. A football coach, can he play all the positions on the field? No.
Zevan, that's why I'm saying.
Hold on, Natalia. Let me use my point. Steve Francis is good on sprints, but he has an entire team that deal with the jump, deal with the hurdles, deal with everything. A full-time coach under the J3A umbrella that you pay a full-time coach that is responsible is that whenever we have championships, we're going to get assistance from these coaches. So instead of every year,
But what am I paying you for?
No, you're not paying them like that.
You just say full-time coach, J3 going to pay the person. What am I paying them to do?
But listen to my agreement. I'm giving you a position that you're my full-time coach.
To do what?
The day-to-day running of your camps and stuff. We are talking about relay camp.
But Zevan, this is seasonal.
Okay, football is seasonal too. Yeah, full-time coach, half of the year no work. We have to try something different. Cricket, I'm into cricket, I'm into feel like I'm into football. When I have full-time cricket coach and off season for cricket, now go on. What happened? The coach get paid. We need to look at our track and field as business now. We've been using this pool of coaches that create problem year after year after year. I'm giving my solution. If it's still a problem after I give my solution, fine. But then we can't do the same thing year after year and we'll complain about it year after year after year after year.
This is a reason why I say I want to stay away from.
Okay, we're staying away from it.
Nia, I'm not ready to discuss that question there yet. That's why I said I wanted to stay away from the coach thing there, because there's something currently in there that is brewing.
Because we understand that, Tanya, but we're just nitpicking and stuff. You can't have a coach that go favor certain athletes to put on a certain position. That's supposed to be.
Why I want to stay near. This is why I want to stay.
I'm not calling names or anything. That's a general thing though that been plaguing Jamaica track and field for years. We can't have coach that have favorite. So if you have somebody that is in charge that is not affiliated to, suggestion can be made to me, but then I decide who runs. You can make a suggestion,
All right. Like how we did it.
No, this after the 4x1. Got the 4x1 have problem.
No, this is Nia question is why we don't even have a jumps coach.
Because Jamaica takes. All right, this is my thing. The jump athletes normally bring their personal coaches.
Okay. All right, so now we can have the discussion.
Yeah.
I wish we could have seen you.
No.
Go ahead, Xavier. Go ahead.
And we must understand, we can't. The jump coaches bring their coaches to championship. But remember, jump is not doesn't have a team aspect to it, so it doesn't come with nepotism in it. You understand? So that kind of take care of itself. But whenever you have to bring that solution, fine. But then we can't do the same thing year after year. We'll complain about it year after year after year after year. We can't. When it comes on to selecting a team now, you must be, if you're not unbiased and the human nature is biased, and as Sheldon say, $80,000 is up for grab. Money come into play. My athlete need to run. So you need to take away those gray areas and make sure the rule clear cut. You can't decide who makes the team if you have a member in the pool. And if you're going to decide, it's going to be a vote. 5 people up on the board will vote for who make the relay pool. Maurice Wilson, name, right? Maurice Wilson shouldn't be the only person that decide who runs the relay.
And not him alone?
Yeah, but then it's a vote.
It's a team.
It's a team. But then, just like in any politics, if my friend around me, I go vote for my friend. And everybody have a member in there. But you must have an independent person that is a tiebreaker. You must have somebody in there that is level-headed, that say, this is how the team's supposed to make up. Because when you're going to say a particular athlete for run a particular leg, and me at the head of the camp, you could have cried till die kingdom come. Me I put my strongest team out there. And the strongest position you're going to run is where I give you when I analyze the race. Your coach not supposed to decide, say, and because I'm a part of the coaching team, me come with clout. Athletes, coaches need to know their responsibility and stand them ground in a Jamaican track and field. The US team, and this is my problem. I don't hear the US team having problem like this. Me not say a Bobby Kersey coach the US team. The US team have an independent coaching system separate apart from all of these athletes. Until we have, sorry, Taya, I know you have one speak. Until we have talking about track and field as business, that the federation have a coaching body that they train, put together, get qualified. That is their coaching body that they're going to call upon for championships. And I hire you and pay you on a per diem basis on championship. And these are where I'm pulling for. In order to get the job, solution, in order to get the job, you cannot coach these athletes that make the team. The moment your athletes make the team, you have to be pulled. And you put a percentage of athletes in it. You might say, we now get the best set of coaches. We don't need the best set of coaches to go to championship because these athletes are already being coached by the best set of coaches. You go to championship for me to just tell you, say, you're on the race here, and select a relay poll. That's me.
We have to know that even if we get in based on this protest, maybe what, lane 1, lane 8, lane 9, lane 1, where I run from?
Lane 0, on the field, where the grass there.
Well, we're gonna start in that one, that lane there. Based on there's question again about the jumps coach thing. As you rightfully said, Xavier, the jumpers then bring their personal coaches. And based on that, for me, I really don't see.
No, the problem that I'm having with the jump coaches, and the only problem that I would have is that if you have an athlete coming out of high school that can't afford to take their coaches, you understand?
No, but we don't have that. Hold on. We don't have that.
So if
second. Just listen to you. So give me a second. We don't have an athlete coming out of high school who doesn't have the coach to be able to bring their coach. So that's first thing. And we're talking about jumps now.
Hold on there. Question.
No, Shem. Them come last. No. Them not getting the money. It's final 8. 8 people get money. When you make the final, you get money. Let me get that clear.
Now, I have a question. Say, and this is supposed to put in your argument too. We have 3 jumpers that are in university. I think it was out of the coaches. I know Jaden coach follows him around because he wants to. Because Jaden couldn't pay him initially. When he went to Jamaica under 20, his coach went with him. You understand? When he came to jump in Jamaica, his coach came with him. He's not.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So
no, go ahead.
So if Jaden coach, because Jaden is the youngest out of all of them. If Jaden coach wasn't so active in Jaden's jumping career, who would coach Jaden going into championship?
Pinnock went well in school. We never had that. We never had
Yeah,
that.
but we have these athletes that has coaches that are intimate with them.
All right, hold on now. I'm saying you have to look on the fact that you would know for the jumpers whose coaches are going to go with them. For me, jumps coaches tend to go with their athletes, their personal coach tend to go with them. Now, having as you rightfully said earlier, that jumps is not a team thing; it's an individual thing. Having a jumps coach on the team, being a part of the team, being a part of the team, for me wouldn't serve much purpose, because those personal coaches for those jumpers, or the personal coaches for any athlete, would have gotten the opportunity for JHA to get them the necessary accreditation to basically be able to, when they would have training, or so like now they would maybe have training, their personal coaches would basically be able to be there with them. Having a jumps coach a part of the team in that instance wouldn't spell sense, because at the time when, for example, Jaden would go around, the jumps coach would only be there now to just say, maybe I can do 2 stretch, because Jaden may come around before his personal coach. However, when his personal coach come, you, who is the jumps coach for the team, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm sure the person in question must be able to go around to deal with his athlete. If you're going to tell me that you can't, then we have a problem, because she should take talk from you.
You remember last year when MVP coaches were in charge? MVP coaches were in charge last year, right?
For what?
One of the coaches were involved last year for World Championship.
To do.
And the same question came up.
That what?
If they would have given instruction to Elaine to do better as a Jamaican, quote unquote, using the Jamaican umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
And we say it would never happen. Those coaches can't be in charge of national teams under that premise.
But that's why I'm saying, if you have a jumps coach then for a part of the team, what the person are gonna do?
No, we know the jump coach, we agree with that, but I'm just piggybacking to say that persons with athletes in certain camps and stuff, I think it's unfair to other athletes.
No, most of the athletes them, or should I say the upper launch type of athletes, the elite athletes them, their personal coaches are there, and their personal coaches get, okay, you use Elaine, let's use her again. We know she's not running any individual event, but her personal, or what we call Shaniki, or temporary personal coach is there. So therefore she would get to give instructions to her, because she would basically have gotten her accreditation to basically go where she need to go.
No, I'm talking about, we spoke about the relay last year.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I meant whenever you want to touch the coach thing.
Because Otto said he taught Brianna how to
deal with
Elaine.
And he met Brianna watch.
And that's my problem when we talk about coach, which we don't want to get in.
And he made Brianna watch, but he deal with his athlete.
Yeah, but then as a national coach, Atto wasn't the national coach, you know. That was the job of a national coach. So if you have a particular athlete on a leg that you don't want to have anything to do with, how you going to tell them what to do? How you going to
There are
relay
other coaches
information?
there, though. There are other coaches there.
But you're the relay coach. You're the specialist.
Yeah, but Anna, you alone.
Are you find the problem? Are you
But
see the
Anna,
problem?
you alone. When they're doing that, I would want to ask you, when they're doing the relay practice, and not just me alone, because I'm alone, I'm fully made the decision.
All right. And I'm gonna be devil's advocate early in the morning. Missy ya make a Missy ya make a mistake. And you did already a bad mouth in the media, and we have a back to back in the media. You believe me? I go tell nobody. Or if you tell you if you fix a mistake. A lot of these coaches are not nationalists, you know.
Me not know if you comment on this section.
Okay. A lot of these coaches are not nationalists. I mean, me not
No,
take
me not know if you say that. Me not know if you comment on that section.
they're more believe in their individual glory than a gold medal in a relays.
We will see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so Sheldon agree with you that there are more. Sheldon agree with you. But we don't know how we fix that part there. I don't know. I don't know if because we are here in Jamaica and seeing these things. Sometimes I wonder if we alone suffer from these things. To tell the truth.
Because we will suffer from these things because of what we have created over the years. From 1983, our resources was in a particular way, and we never look outside of what we're doing. It's been working for the years, so we just keep doing that the same way, and we just follow the same business. The sport is growing, which we need to evaluate how we're going to manage these teams going into championships. How are we going to select coaches going into these championships? Do we need to change our selection process of coaches? Do we need to put in speculation? Do we need to put in breaches for these coaches? Do we need to have these coaches evaluate what happened, why this happened? Why? I need a relay coach to come out and say, you need to give me a report why we didn't qualify for the final. Like every other sport.
But we don't have a coach for relay.
No, the coaching team need to present to J3A a report. What happened? What went wrong? You understand? These little assessment goes a far way. Keep these coaches accountable. Make them write the report.
But what if in training that fit that was placed out there is what worked? It's just that the execution in the moment never happened how the thought would have been.
I understand that, but then you still have to evaluate the execution in the race. When you analyze the race, you still have to give me an update. What happened? I know, yes, Latoya, this is the best fit I put out there. What happened?
Sheldon said we need to hold someone accountable.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get at, Sheldon. These coaches need to write reports. If J3A sit in a board meeting and say we expecting to win 10 medals, coaches, make sure our team is ready and put them together in the right set frame of mind and keep them in the frame of mind to get. And the problem we're having with accountability is that too many persons are in charge. Too much rat can't dig one hole. So nobody now get held accountable. You say it's a pool of coaches that goes, but somebody must be in charge. You understand, Tayo? You must have that one person in charge to be held accountable for the failures.
So tell them, man, them people we are jump them and something. Them have to play serious. Some of the jump is happening. Sorry that you guys see me looking up there at the moment because I just saw Cola jump. Iklin hasn't jumped as yet. Nard says, oh yeah. We were talking about that time that he ran, but that 44 there where him run 44-4 it no look 44-4 though, but them say 44-4, so I guess we have to take it. But it was, as I said, the third fastest out of the bundle. But them just we couldn't come third, Nards. We couldn't come third, you know. We couldn't even come fourth to say we could only qualify without having to now sit down and wait on a protest to be taken or a protest to come back with some form of information to say we are in it or not. And I have asked the question, if the protest is won, who gets kicked out, or do they just add weight and make it benign? I don't know. Shauna, I said the guy who runs like a crab. I'm not so sure who you're speaking of, Shauna Dillon. I'm really not so sure. So Sheldon said, even with the protest, who do we change to have a medal contention? The entire team was wrong.
I would take out Malik.
And put who?
I would go for my fastest 400-meter runner.
Rashid McDonald?
Yeah.
And then switch and then do we then take out Malik?
Switch the order.
And
switch
put
the order.
Rashid at the same.
Give Natalia the
appeal out. All right, the
order.
appeal out. We don't have to discuss it. Nia, you're saying that them say we're out of it? Is that what you're saying now? Let me just go look if I that Nia say.
Yeah, I look feed for a world championship, but I not find where she find the information. But okay.
All right, until we get the confirmation. You said you would.
I would take out Malik. 44 is a good run. 44 is not bad. I need a faster male, but then I need going into the final leg with some comfort. Natalia can't get that comfort there in the middle.
No, hello. If you're taking out a man, is a man you have to call.
No, I mean,
switch
the order. Make Natalia anchor.
Where? Switch the order, and that's why your anchor, you're saying?
Yeah. May I roll the dice?
Well, I'm just trying to get confirmation from Nia if she's saying that we didn't win the appeal.
We might not win the appeal. At Jamaica. Far-fetched. But I would go for my fastest 400-meter runner, and the only way we can make up time to come third is to put a fast person in. The female now will give you the fast time. We don't have the fast female way compared to a fem kebal.
But Natalia cannot run an anchor leg.
Okay, I was just putting my option out there.
No, Natalia cannot run an ankle leg. With a Fenke ball, Natalia cannot run an ankle leg. A jog Fenke just jog a while ago.
Okay, so
Natalia cannot run an ankle leg.
we're saying that even if Natalia run the 52 on the second leg,
52 is still slow. Natalia cannot run an ankle leg.
no,
51 is still slow. Our
no,
fastest female this year is who ran that ankle leg.
Okay, all right. We're saying she run the second leg and go with the 52. Fine, I'm keeping her there. Our fastest male gonna give us on a relay split a 43. That's giving us a second ahead of everybody. Femke Ball will make up that with what's her name. But our fastest female around 50. So you can keep up the pace matching a Femke Ball running that. So the time will even out.
No. We shouldn't have to come here.
And the reason why we come here because they're appealing because something went wrong with Natalia. Like
we shouldn't have to come here, so none at all. Even Natalia at that happened to you in an 800 meter. If we have been fumbling a mix 4x4, if them go add one, what would do? 4, 8, 4. That 4.
Okay. So if Demishke run a good 44, Natalia is supposed to be there for that tactical move of the bundle. The only person taking out is the Malik. That was a weak link in the start in the initial stage then.
Nard is a mixed parts. Which part of the mixed parts are on this morning? Nard says a mixed parts are on this morning.
The breast. The leg and thigh.
Listen, Natalia, as in goal. She say one, me just a say.
Listen.
Go talk to Natalia, please.
The mental strength. Listen, I'm never put it out there. Let me just say it. The mental strength of Natalia goal, we shouldn't put her in our relay. It is proven.
She has contributed before.
I know, but what we're looking for right now, I just flat out running. We're not beat nobody, we're not rabbit nobody, we're not cow nobody, we're not goat nobody. We are run the fastest they can run. Natalia look like she had timed the race. Like she run 800. Not timing in a 400 is a sprint. From you get the button you run, you not watch nobody, you not rabbit nobody, you just a run.
But them say she get tied up, she get locked up.
She shouldn't have found herself within that group to have to come around them to come around.
But Nards, the thing what we're saying is that they're saying that the reason for Natalia running the 53 this morning is because she get locked up and licked pan and locked in and all of them something. That's the reason for
James King 45 for male running a flat 4. That's slow. 45.8.
The major problem, see, it's just that Jamaica don't take the mix relay serious. The thing said Jamaica just don't take the mix relay serious. Jamaica just don't take it serious.
That's the bottom line. We're not going further. We enter because we can't enter.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know. She runs 800 meter. Google. She runs 800. Gould have lane 2, run out to prevent being boxed in. This was the reason they put her in to run that leg. Exactly. Nards, we agree.
Should have timed the race. The error of Natoya Gould cost us the final. Her tactical error cost us the finals.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do because we start this is a knock from our brain. We don't take the race. We not take that we not look for this well. All right, guys, for the 400 meters, I just giving you thank you, Khan. What I was just sent. Seeing where the 400 meter heat number 1 for females this is our Candice McLeod will be running in heat number 1. Heat number 2. Heat number 3. 5. I don't know how this is going on.
Heat number 2, let me bring it up too.
All right, so heat number 1 has Cynthia Bolingo from, then we have Miranda. Candice McLeod is in that race. Charlene from Ireland. I think this is a heat that she can come out of because there is no, what do I say?
Only 350. She's one of the fastest. She is the fastest in this heat.
In that heat.
Yeah, so she should be fine. She should be fine in that heat.
Sada Williams Sada Williams, the Barbadian, runs in heat number 3. Also in heat number 3, if she shows up, is Shanae Miller-Weibo in that heat. And I say if she shows up, she will be going, against her fellow Caribbean countryman.
Okay, and if she do show up is an 80% of our fitness, she should get through the rounds. Heat number 4, we have Nikisha Price. She might not get out of this.
Nikisha has to contend with Brittany Wilson.
Brittany Wilson. You have Gabby Scott from Peru.
It's possible too.
Gabby Scott from Puerto Rico. You have Roxanne Gomez that is running 50 flat this year, 50.6. It's going to be a tight one, first 3 and then the 6 fastest time. She just need to keep close to the first 3.
To Wilson. Rashida Adeliki runs from heat number 5. That's supposed to be a good heat to watch. Paulina runs from heat number 6, along with Cherokee Young for us. So that's
I wish our athletes, our stronger athletes, would brave up and do some doubles and contend for medals and contend with the world best.
All right. 400 meter hurdles. Heat number 1, we will have our own Asin Wilson. Will be running in that heat along with Alyssa De Santos. Heat number 4, It's my freshly new baby. Mr. Rashawn Clark will be running from that heat. And that heat, he is supposed to come out of that heat qualifying. Roy Benjamin runs in heat number 5. So I'm seeing where from that heat, that's heat number 4. She can try that. She can try. She know how long me and scream out my throat on. Sure. Oh God. So from that, Jahid Hyde runs in heat number 5 with Roy Benjamin. So that's what the hurdles men will look like when that 400 meter goes. 100 meter for women. Heat number 1 has Daryl Neater, Julian Alfred, Gina Boss. Wow.
Yeah, that eat there. But it's 3 coming out anyway.
Those are 3 names.
Yeah.
Heat number 2 have Brittany Brown with Dina Asher Smith.
Yeah, and a third person should come out of that. Based on time, the girl from Spain should come out. Or the Cuban, Garcia.
Heat number 3 have Moral Ahor.
Yeah, with them from
Tamara Davis.
Tamara Davis.
Saboda is in
Saboda.
that heat. So that's what I'm looking for heat number 3 to come from. Heat number 4.
Heat number 4 is rough, but
heat number 4 has our girl Sherika Jackson,
Lonky Pure from Germany,
Michelle Liai, Luken Kemper is in that heat. Chukuma is in that. Wow.
Yeah, that heat pack.
This heat number 4 is Pac-Man. Heat number 4, Victoria Rosa, Rosemary Chukuma, Gina Luken Kemper. This Pac-Man. But we know that Sherika will angle business in heat number 4. Heat number 5 is where we see Natasha Morrison
should come out of it.
Shakari Richardson. So from this heat, I can say that Natasha, based on who is in that heat, Natasha and Shakari, Natasha can phase out. Natasha will come out. Sashali Forbes is in heat number 6
with Talou,
with Maria Jose Talou. So Sashali Forbes will come out and go into the semifinals.
Yeah, and 7.
And then heat number 7, save the best for last. We have Zoe Hobbs is in the heat with Dr. Shelley and Fraser Price. Kabunji is in that heat. I think that's a 3 that is slated to come from heat number 7.
Based on Kabunji season best, she way off this year though.
But Kabunji is one that knows how to show up.
But we always have the theory is what have you done this year?
Oh, so what a piece of heat for Shelley. The 110-meter hurdles for men has 5 heats. Gonna take long to show it clean jump though. You said you're not so sure about Natasha. Based on our heat that she have, is why I'm saying she will come out. Based on the heat that she's in, is why I can go back and Natasha is in the heat with that's actually Natasha is in the heat with Shakari. But the
Yeah.
person who is in heat number 7, based on Natasha's personal best,
And times
not
was supposed to
personal
run.
best, but season's best. Natasha, Shakari with the season's best as 1071. You have a 1098. Natasha Morrison with her 1098
Is the
for the
second.
season is the second. So that's why I'm giving her to come out of this heat. When the semifinals when this is done, then we will see how those semifinals will do itself and get to know where those two ladies, the two additional ladies, is ranked to see where they will, phase off. The 110-meter hurdles for men has 5 heats, and heat number 1 have our former captain, the Olympic champion, but I gotta say world record holder, my apologies. The Olympic champion in answer parchment is in that heat. He has Sasha Zoya with him in that heat. So comfortably, he's supposed to be able to do what he does best because he has the fastest time. I could see how Shackleberry look. I mean, Sunday, so come. Sunday, so come. Tomorrow. Heat number 2 for the 110 hurdles. I mean, just 2 people, somebody are gonna come out of this, or 3 people are gonna come out of this. Heat number 3 has Rashid Broadbell. And that's just for him to. He has Jacob Makuri. That's totally 3 that, in my view, will come from that. Heat number 4 have Orlando Bennett. And Orlando has to contend with Grant Holloway in his
Yeah.
heat.
So it's first 4 of each heat and the 4 fastest time. That should be easy for the Jamaicans.
Yeah, the Jamaican men, all 3 men supposed to be able to qualify and go through as best as possible. So so that's what those lineups will look like. It is after 7. I more likely think that they will be starting back a little bit later, being that they started late. So we just have to see what happens and what goes. If you know
Adele Tracy run shortly in the 1500.
if it is that you are here and want to see and you understand it's there, you can come on in. So let's see what we can see, and let's, big up Mr. Campbell again, and thank you. We have Icklin is jumping.
And thank you for the mix relay, for getting out the dust out of the closet.
We have, right, I think Adele is going to run now. So
yeah, she's in the fourth heat.
Right. So
but this is a good race though.
It's a good one to watch and see. We will do our utmost best here at Track and Feelings to, as best as possible each day, to do a recap as we go along. So,
what did Hassan came in the 10,000?
When?
Today.
She's going to run the 1500 now.
She did the 10,000 earlier. Didn't the 10,000 run?
So guys,
she ran the 10,000 today, later
in the year.
Yeah, it's later. 1500 first, then she do the 10,000 later. So Hassan is in this suite.
Yeah, Hassan and more is in the seat.
Yeah, she
Watch here now. Sit there now. Something to note that Poland now qualifies for the finals.
But that's 3:14:63.
Obviously they find something that they accepted.
Oh, so 9. The Jamaica get knocked.
No, they didn't accept Jamaica's own.
Oh, they didn't.
Jamaica one wasn't accepted. Oh,
yeah, I'm just looking at the start list for real. I see Poland.
Yeah. So something obviously happened because Poland is now in with that 3:14:63. Jamaica is still not in. So as we said before, it shouldn't come down to we had to file a protest in order to get in, because if we had run 3:13, 26, 27, we would have been in.
Yeah, we just needed faster times. Hope we learn from the mistake going forward. We have what, 4 more relays with qualifiers?
4?
Yeah.
Oh,
with qualifiers, make sure the teams are adequate enough to qualify.
Yes, Lizzie, Jamaica lost the appeal. No, we just guys, if you know, you know, we will be there. Shem, I think everybody lost the sleep over it. I think me need to get some sleep now. Because this not help. And then tomorrow morning again early, no. That is Sunday morning. Why Budapest? Me not like it at all. The time. Yeah, tomorrow morning I go early too. Tomorrow morning I go early too. So boy, me tell you say a sando. Boy, them people from Netherlands have them something like party now. A sando run. Then can't you must have bust your shot, man. Then can't imagine if Bro did that wrong, can you that drop down. Cause I think you gotta get little sleep now. Matter of fact, thanks for those little snippets. I will go and sort them out and shoot them. Please continue to send the necessary. I appreciate it. Okay, so thank you so much. Once you get it, you can shoot over here. Yeah. So guys. Oh, okay, I understand. So Sifan Hassan just won. Sifan Hassan just won that heat. Hold on there. Oh, this look like me or no. Please be safe. Can when you do that. Boy, if I saw we have to go leave a morning time so early in the morning. You don't know what? Or we are going to function. Well, the in the week sessions are in the week sessions are in the afternoon, so that will do good for us. All right, guys, I will see you on the other side later.